everybody, baby, I ain't gonna tell you lies. That's just how we roll. What's up? What's up? It feels like it has been forever since I've been live, but you know how we do. Hey, how we roll. What's up? What's up? What's up? It is time. It is time. I got to make sure that all the people are on and ready to hear what we have to say on this evening, baby. I am ready. I hope you guys are ready. I have Massa Drew that is going to chop it up with us this evening. But you know we got to pay the bills first. And paying those bills, I must shout out nudesouth.com. That is www.nudesouth.com. If you need some help, even if you don't need no help, honey, if you just want to have a good time, go on to nudesouth.com. Use the product code to get free shipping and 15% off, which is T Candy, to get it going on. And also, do not forget, we have Red, White, and Smooth that is popping off this Thursday, July 4th through the 7th in Columbus, Ohio. Tickets are still available. You can get them at the door. You can no longer do online sales for the weekend pass. However, you can do a la carte. So if you're just coming in for a day, whatever the case may be, you can get them online, or you can get them at the door at the Red, White, and Smooth door in Columbus, Ohio. So we're looking forward to hosting you all. We are very excited. Want to say shout out to Facebook, shout out to YouTube. I see you guys chiming in. Shout out to TikTok. Hello, 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 hello. This evening is special to me. If you've been following my show for any length of time, you already know that me and Drew go back a long time. I've been doing this show almost 8 years, and I'm not sure if Drew is aware of this, but it's been almost 8 years. And he was one of the first guests. He was in that first little group of folks that I started interviewing. So he's very, very important to me, and the longevity of talking to you with Tika. So you guys actually did not come here to hear me. You came here tonight to hear Drew. I know that. I already know that. I know it ain't about me. I already know that. It is about Drew. So we're going to get this party started. But before we do, I need you to do me a favor. Share the live. Share the live right now. Go. Share the live. Share it to a group. Share it to your page. Share. We need people on to make sure they get this information that Drew is going to spit on this evening. We ready? Drew, you ready, baby? It is the Drew Star.
What's happening, folks? Well, come on, Tika. What's up, Tika?
Listen, I can't even call it, baby. Life is lifing. Lifing.
Life is definitely life. I can't even say nothing different about that because it's just what it's gonna do.
It's doing what it's gonna do, but at the same time, we have to say, you know what, Lord, thank you. We're still
Absolutely.
here. We're still here. We've been through a lot. We've been bumped up a little bit now, but we're still here.
Absolutely.
Amen. All right, let's get into this conversation. Now, before I even go any further, I have a bone to pick with you. That bone pickage that I am going to do is the fact that you had a whole party with spread of food. I think I saw chitlins. I saw everything spread it out for the ambassadors. Now I'm thinking to myself, I ain't no ambassador, but I play one on TV. Am I invited? I didn't know whether I was invited or not. Tell us about that, because folks saw it. We saw it. We synced you.
You know, I got a lot of calls, a lot of people reaching out about that weekend and just like, hold on, where this came from, what you got going on, how come nobody knew about this? I wanted to come, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, so, there was a select few that were invited to a special event. This is actually my second one. I did it one last year in May. And the event was the Ambassadors Weekend. So it's the Smooth-Tivity Ambassadors Weekend. So
Okay.
for those who do not know, the Smooth-Tivity Ambassadors are a group of mentorees, I guess you could say, people who are mentored under the Smooth-Tivity banner. And so this weekend was a special weekend for them to come to Dallas and get a chance to work personally with me as well as their Smooth-Tivity brethren and sisterin, and get a chance to kind of just touch hands, fellowship, have a good time, kind of an iron sharpens iron concept. Get a chance to just come and work on the dance and really just expound on a lot of different things, some things that you might have been struggling on, some things that you can really just help other people understand. Getting a chance to kind of hit the dance from all the different sides and facets of it. Um, it was just a pretty much a 3 day, really turned into a 40 because it was the Memorial Day weekend, but it was a 3 day weekend of just nothing but training, like just nothing but work, 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 work. And with that, allow for people who were that's under me as far as the brand, the Smooth TV brand, and that those ambassadors work with their own cities to help build. So they teach based off of my curriculum, my concept. And so, all over the country, they teach my curriculum. And this is a chance for them to come and get their like yearly powwow in. And so that's why it was it's kind of like a private kind of thing. And that's why everybody necessarily wasn't invited. Now, Tika, you're, you have one of those open door kind of policies. So if you walk in, I'm just gonna make a way.
I mean, because I was getting ready to say, so it's for us. It wasn't for the people that can't dance like myself. Is what I'm saying.
Well,
I'm
see,
kidding.
if that's what you're gonna say, then
No,
I
no, no,
can't
no, no, no.
even.
Take it back. I take it back. I take it back.
No, but it was quite a bunch of different levels that was there from people who are still fairly, and I ain't gonna say fairly new, but
No.
still had some things to work on when it came to the foundation of the dance, and then you had some people who were really, well versed and skilled in the dance. So it was the ability that all these people, whether you are a year in or I've had people that was in there that was probably 10, 12 years in,
Oh, nice. Okay.
um, to come, and even some even more longer than that, to come and work on the dance and actually get a different perspective because it really didn't matter how long you've been dancing. Everybody that came that weekend had a total different outlook on the dance
Mm-hmm.
just by the way we were able to touch on things. The way that I um, introduce different activities to the dance to kind of help you look at some things different. Like it was an amazing time. So for my ambassadors, it was just really a time for them to come and work with me and get some special attention and for them to actually see their family. It was like a family reunion. They got a chance to see their family that they haven't seen in either a year or even didn't even know that they had.
That even know.
um, we have what we call the Smooth-Tivity Nation, and what that is just a family of the Smooth-Tivity, like-minded individuals from all over the country, and we communicate, but to be able to see each other, like that's
That
the part
fellowship.
right there. So
Yeah.
that the food was amazing. Let me just tell you, Miss Amanda, I'm putting a shameless plug out there. Miss Amanda here in Dallas, Texas, don't
Ooh,
play when it comes to the food, okay?
nice.
The
Nice.
food, she does not play. I mean, she stick every piece of toe jam she got into that food, like it was
Love
off the
it.
chain.
I love
And at least for me lately, with my changes in my diet or the way that I eat now, she was able to accommodate from my changes, recent changes that I've made. Um, recently became pescatarian. So like the
oh,
changes I've made,
I'm
the
Baptist
other
myself.
people we had some vegans, like people who don't eat nothing, no meat, or nothing, if she was able to hit everybody dietary needs. And so just in that alone, that made the weekend just
Amazing.
that much better. Forget Drew and what he talking about. It's the food I'm here for. It was that's kind of what it turned into. But it was just an amazing weekend. We had some folks from out of town. Auntie Valerie from Chicago was in town. Every year we tend to have guests. we had this special guest. She kind of came out the blue. And when I tell you, it was such an eye opener for a lot of people, especially the women for there that weekend to see her, the way she dances, the
Mm.
original styles from the walk into the slow bop to how she stepped to dancing in different rhythms. Like we talked about a whole bunch of stuff. So from the testimonies that you obviously saw throughout Facebook, like she really opened up a lot of people, and she didn't even do a whole lot. She just was there, and that was a lot in itself. So just to have key people come and showcase in a manner and be not only transparent, but people can actually touch and feel like that. That is what does it.
What do you think has been the catalyst for you to be able to get the respect of the people from Chicago or the older people that's been doing this probably longer than you've been living, and you got that respect from them? What do you think has been a catalyst for that?
The respect I give them,
Mm,
the respect of um, the culture that they have created as a lifestyle.
hmm.
The culture that I have come to know as a lifestyle. The respect to their culture is key. And just like in any dance, like I do many different dances. I can go to New York and get in the hustle, community, and I have their respect just as much as I can go where the swing out. You've been ISDC, so the way that I'm able to have the respect of the swing dancers and the things that they do, right? It's about respecting the culture of what you're doing and stepping it, I'm part of the ballroom, but Detroit pop culture, being in Detroit, and Chicago ain't nothing but up the street. So that's like our cousins.
Yeah,
And so it was just understanding that they family. And
yeah,
you might not like family all the time, but you respect them.
right.
And so with that, I think that I have been able to gain the respect of, the original dancers, the old schoolers as we call them, and even the more of the newer individuals in the community. I've been able to gain their respect because I do what they do. I do it the way they do it. I have my way, just like they have their way. Like everybody had their own personal touch to their dance, but
Right.
I showcase my respect through the way that I dance.
And I want to hit on that just a little bit. When you have the newer people in the community that see, let's just talk about man on man. And
Mhm.
I've had people come to me and they literally don't understand it. They don't understand why two men are dancing together. They don't understand. They just don't get it. So when you try to explain it to them, it's hard to explain. I said, no, it's like a battle. Like how we used to do like break dance, and it's like the battle with it.
Right.
That makes no sense to them, right? So when you talk about culture and you talk about newbies coming in, how can you explain that to them in a diluted way, but they get it?
Um, it's it's one of those things that it's like you hurt yourself more trying to explain it. Just let them understand it. Let them
Mm,
experience it to understand it.
mm,
Um, because even when you explain, there's sometimes no way to get through a hard head or there's no way to get through when somebody's made their mind up that this is what it is going to be.
mm,
That even if I explain to you really well, give you a really good explanation, and nine out of 10 people be like, "Oh, that makes sense." That 10th person gonna be like, "It still ain't fitting well with me." It has to be something that you have to get into the energy of to really understand. So yes, I can sit here and say, "Look, the concept of the man on man concept is just it's from the streets. It was about respect. Who had the dance at that point in time? Who can had the business? Who had the feet? Who can showcase the dance at the high energy in that moment and gaining respect and the bragging rights for that moment. That's what that was. It's almost like being if I was talking to somebody from Detroit, it's almost like talking about who can jit the best. Jitting is one of our footwork dances, and so just like in Chicago, it's called juking. Like who can do that the best? And Tennessee, like in Memphis, they have their version of that. Shoot, you go to California, crip walker who can crip. Like granted, that has some other connotation to it, but for the most part, like it's about footwork and how people can showcase more of their ability compared to the person in front of them, and who can gain the respect. If it ain't nothing but $2 or a pair of shoes or a contest that's $3,000, it
Right.
was about the bragging rights and who got the respect that day, that night, whatever the case is. So, I can explain it in that fashion, or I can say, look, I don't think it would really benefit you for me to explain it more than for you to just learn how to experience it. So if you're interested in a dance, what you're gonna come across is the energy that the dance possesses. And when you really able to hit that energy, then that's when people be like, oh
It's,
man,
it's
I had guys telling me like, man, I was looking at dance before and I couldn't get with the whole man and two men dancing together.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I seen you and what's that guy, the young guy from Chicago? Y'all was on that contest together. I was like, Sean, and he was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
saw y'all dancing,
Uh,
and I never thought I ever want to dance with a guy, but the way y'all was grooving, boy, I tell you, and I'm ready to get out there. So sometimes it just takes for that contagious kind of feel to happen, but it comes through the energy.
And then for them to see somebody maybe younger doing it or all that,
Somebody that they can attach themselves to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can agree with that. One of the other things I think that people see when they see a Drew dancing and they see how Drew is in and out of lanes and how he's able to get two girls and spin them the opposite way and they do all this. And so now, and it's been going on, but I'm starting to see more men trying to trio, trying to trio. Um,
It's
try,
the fact the way you said trying, like
oh
it
yeah,
was
what to say.
trying, like
Trying to trio. What would be one of the pieces of advice that you would give a person or a lead? I don't want to say necessarily a man, but a lead that would like to take their dance to the next level or add to that want to start trioing? What would be some of the things you would say to them before they ventured into that?
remember that a trio is nothing but two individual dances, and as good as you are with one person, it'll be as just good as you are with two.
Mm,
Um, Learn how to dance with one hand at a time. So if I'm dancing with one person, like the goal for me, what really helped me was if I can dance with one person with just one hand for however long,
mhm, mhm.
figure out what I can do and create with that one hand, and then switch it. Now I do everything with this hand. What you start to do is program your body to operate one symmetric side at a time.
Mhm. Okay. Mhm.
So my line of symmetry means whatever I do over here, I can do over here.
Okay.
That's a training concept. So a lot of times you find people are weaker on one end than on the other,
Mm,
right?
mhm.
Um, the other thing is sometimes when you get two people in front of you, your mind starts to get flustered with really the opportunities that's there because there's so much happening. Not only are you paying attention to one person and the floor, now you got to pay attention to two people and the floor,
Mm,
right? And so it's about learning how to maneuver. But if you can maneuver one person and you can maneuver two, it's really not that difficult. I tell people a lot of times when it comes to stepping, a lot of people just make the dance complex. It has a lot, excuse me, it has a lot of moving pieces to it, literally, but it has a lot of pieces to it because there's so much in this dance has to offer, from understanding timing to understanding like the music concept, learning how to dance on and off rhythm, learning how to be slower, learning how to be faster. Like it's so much that the dance can offer you. Like this dance, and I can honestly say I've known probably 10 other dances prior to learning Chicago Stepping, and Chicago Stepping has helped me do every last one of them better.
oh wow.
Yes, because of the element of the way that the music, the way that the touch, the feel, the patience of the dance helped me with other things.
Mm,
It really helped mature my dance IQ. So when it comes to the trio aspect, I mean, the biggest thing is recognizing what is it that you really want from your trio. Are you the type of person that just want both of your follows to do the same thing at the same time? Okay, that's easy. That's more of your traditional kind of trio where you just kind of just have them both doing the same thing.
mhm,
Um, then you want to get into the concept of having what I call a dancers trio. And that trio, that's what you would see like a Sean Bandy do constantly. Or if you ever get a chance to watch Sherrod out of Chicago, like watching them dance while they're trioing, like a Hurt, like or even how Daryl Davis used to do, like watching him trio, like he's dancing while engaging two people. Right, so
Wow.
you'll see movement, and he'll give one a turn, then he'll come to the other, dance with them. It's kind of like a back and forth. I mean, when you create that seamless transition between one person and the next, the illusion is they all dancing together.
Wow.
Dancing ain't nothing but illusion. And once you understand not to fall for your own tricks, then you start to recognize that you control and manipulate everything. You control, manipulates what happens right here and what people see. You are the magician. That's why Tickman is amazing. That's
Oh,
why he's the absolute GOAT, is
yeah.
because his ability to control what's on the inside and what's going on around him. This is why he's always a draw. Whenever he starts dancing, he gets into that. That's why everybody always finds themselves watching. That's
It's
why I found myself watching.
yeah. Yeah.
Right? And
Right.
so that's what you do. And then when I look at the other kind of trio, which is, I call it your intricate style trios, that's when you're watching folks like Tickman. Myself, I used to watch Fio a lot. Like these individuals encompass the ability to move their partners simultaneously, but doing different stuff. The
Wow.
intricacies of being able to maneuver them past each other, dance in angles, and slide through like they threading the needle, like all that kind of concept.
Drew, I mean, I've done a trio with you, and I know I missed some stuff, but you could not tell me we wasn't up on that world's largest stage and had won. I promise you that. I said, I know I don't even supposed to be on this side. I'm supposed to be on the other side, but he made me look so good. Okay, I see what you just did. I see what you just did. I saw it and I picked it up. You see when I picked it up? I picked up what you was putting down. I honestly did.
Listen, I'm just
Yeah. You are. I mean, you're not only the master and been deemed the master of this dance, but the mastership goes beyond just the stage. You're always speaking positively to other people. I've never heard you be negative, or I've never heard it. So I want to commend you for that.
thank you.
I see Pat Clay is hey Auntie Pat. Pat just logged on.
Pat Clay. Speaking of trios, okay.
I
By
know.
far, like unanimous, the best trio ever that I ever had in the world's largest. And I take nothing away from nobody that I've ever danced with. But
Yeah.
when I tell you that year, 2010, Drury Alexander II,
Yes. Yes.
Patricia Clay, yes, I said her whole name, okay, and Margaret Fisher, let me just tell you,
Yes.
when I tell you it went down,
They looked
and it
so good
was,
too. They were cute. The little skirts.
okay, the Go-Go Twins, that was like, Go-Go Twins Power Activate, that's how I feel. It was like one of them, right? When I tell you the way that everything came together that weekend, like there was a lot of controversy that year.
Really?
There's a lot of controversy. It would take Pat to have to be the one to really tell the story, because the way she tell the story is just, it make you feel like you right there and you was feeling all the heat. Like I got heat that year, like from my people back in Detroit. I got heat from people in Chicago. I got heat. But when I tell you, when it all came down to that year and to that night, and like literally from the prelims all the way up, it was so much happening. It was so emotional
Really?
for me because of things that I was going through. Still very young in the game, dealing with people feeling betrayal, feeling, people feeling like things wasn't fair. Like it was a lot going on. I
They
ain't
didn't
gonna
want
go
you
into
because
all of what the
no.
situation was.
But
But
was it the premise was you were dancing with two Chicago women and you're from Detroit? Was it kind of like that, or should it
that
have?
was a piece of it.
Okay,
That
gotcha.
was a piece of it. Like it, and it was just it was a whole lot. But then
Gotcha.
it was a lot that led up to the fact that I even because they wasn't my original two partners. They
Really?
were not my two original partners. As a matter of fact, and Pat will tell you like
What?
Margaret and Pat literally became my partners in the moment that they announced Trios was starting as the prelim that night. And it happened just on the humbug of a conversation here. Next thing I know, I'm grabbing Pat and we on the floor dancing.
What?
It happened like that, right?
Oh
So
my God.
for things to come the way to come together the way that they did, like
Yeah.
we only probably got together to practice 1.5 times.
Wow.
Like one
Amazing.
and a half times. And the half a time was literally in the room at the contest in the room for like 10 minutes in the small little space between the bed and the desk
What?
to some music we just heard for the first time, all together, just hearing for the first time, to get out there on the floor and do what we did. And to be totally honest, I will tell you this: the whole concept of like the double dip that I did,
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you this part. Pat, for the most part, I don't think she ever really been dipped before. She wasn't comfortable with that at all. Now, Margaret, she like, oh, I got this.
Yeah.
We does this, okay? So I was like, all right, Pat, I got you. I'm gonna just do it on my strong arm, okay? You know, the strong hand. So I did it on my strong arm, which she was supposed to be on my right,
Okay.
okay? If you look at the video, she ended up on my left.
Uh-oh.
Right? There
Okay.
was a whole different there was a whole concept of how they were going to roll into me for me to catch them,
Okay.
which means that it was in reverse when we actually got on the floor to do it.
Oh my God. We're here now.
It was when I tell you everything happened absolutely in reverse. Nothing was what it was supposed to be.
Wow. Well, you cannot tell. And I'm going to post that video for the people that are newer in the community that may have no idea what we're talking about. We have got to post that video. It was amazing. So job well done,
Thank you.
sir.
That was an interesting night. One of the highlights of that night, it was funny. It was two actually. The first one was Darlinda.
Oh,
Legendary Darlinda, like she came up to me, I mean, like screaming. Like we had got a standing ovation. She came up to me screaming, hugging me. I was in shock because I'm like, oh my God, it's Darlinda.
right.
Like she knows who I am. Like it was crazy. Like there was that and Tick, you know, and he was in trio that year. Him, Danny, and Shanice.
Wow.
And he came up to me. He was like, "Look, if they wouldn't have gave it to you, I was gonna give you my trophy and the money if I would." He
Wow.
was like, "Cause that performance was like," he was like, "hands down." He's like, I wouldn't have been able to take that
How old were you? Do you remember?
at that time." So that was 2010. That was in September. So I was 19.
Wow.
19.
I got to get my life together. I have got to get my life together because you went in trios and money and stuff at 19.
And that was the first year I won Walkers with Ann Hunter.
I cannot. Yeah, my life is behind.
And that was the first year it ever happened that I had made the record of winning 3 in one night. Because me and Keisha won third place in New School that year too. So I'm third place in New School, first place in trio. In trio, and first place in walking.
Unbelievable. Believable, but unbelievable at the same time. I am just, I'm amazed by your humbleness. I am. Although you have your trophy strategically set behind you, but I'm not gonna say anything about that. I just see all the awards.
You know what's funny? So so I'm gonna give you a little personal conversation, right? So I go home. Okay, well, let me just say this. Every dance trophy that I've ever won never belonged to me. They never belonged to me.
Yeah.
Never. Every time I won a trophy, it went to her.
Yeah,
It belonged to her.
I love it.
Every trophy.
Period.
So, like, period. So every time I would go home, my mother had all my trophies in the dining room, like
Wow.
all of them, the tall ones, the small ones, the plaques, the medallion, all of them. They were between the living room. They had a few in there, the dining room. So when you walk into the dining room, it wasn't really the dining room; it was the trophy room.
Wow. Wow.
It was the trophy room. Like I say this humbly, but I would put a lot of people to shame if I took pictures with my trophies.
Really?
I have a lot of trophies, a
God.
lot of. And I say that because it's not for me because it was something that my mom was able to showcase in her and her being proud of me.
Yeah.
So for me, it was I was able to do that for her. I was able to do that for my dad for when he seen those trophies. The last trophy that I won, I was able to take this to my dad and he held it and just like it was my baby shoes. And you know how he is about my baby shoes.
Child. Y'all got y'all got to see this child in the whole
You
interview.
remember that? You
Baby,
remember that in that interview,
yes.
right? So
Wow.
that is the trophies. They don't belong to me. They belong to my parents. They belong to my mom. They're like these are hers. That's why this is her up
Yeah.
here. She
Yeah.
sits here. She sits here, and
Yeah.
these all belong to her.
That is that's amazing. That is amazing.
So every time I do anything and I'm awarded something, those awards are to showcase what I was able to receive from
Mm,
my parents.
my
You
God.
know, I'm able to get from them, and so because I was able to grasp these things from them, everything that I do is because of them.
Let
So
me
you
talk.
talk about being humble,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
came from my parents.
Yeah. How important is it that the arts remain in schools, youth programs, with someone like yourself that started so young? How pivotal and how important is it that the arts stay involved with these youth?
It is. I mean, I can't say enough how important it is. It's
Mhm.
extremely important because I think that a young guy like myself, and understand my story ain't nothing like compared to most.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but a young guy from the inner city, um, I mean, I I am thankful to my parents and the village that was surrounding me,
Mhm,
and that village was a dance family, right?
mhm.
Me coming into the dance world, thankfully my parents were a part of that, but me coming into the dance world was very pivotal for me to put me in the right direction because it helped me understand what my purpose was.
Oh,
Um, and
mm.
the dance is part of that purpose. I really think and feel strongly that my purpose is ministry through dance.
Wow. Yeah, yeah.
Uh, If you've ever heard me teach and you hear how I teach, I kid you not, this stuff does not come, it's not written down. It's not like, okay, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say this. Everything that I say when I'm in the moment of teaching comes straight from the heart and soul, and it comes through. I'm just a vessel,
Amen.
right?
Yes.
Um, with that being the case, I had ballroom in high school. However, I learned when I was 7 years old. So by the time I got to high school to learn, in Detroit, the ballroom Detroit Bop was a part of the school curriculum.
Really? Wow.
Al McClinton, um, uh, Kevin Flash Collins, like these are individuals who went to different schools like my school, Mumford, uh, Samuel C. Mumford High School, Renaissance, Cass Tech. Like they went to these schools and actually taught the kids how to dance. So
Wow.
when you look at some of the people in Detroit, they learned how to dance very, very young, just like majority of the people from Chicago. Dancing was a part of their life. It
Yeah.
was useful to get them out of what could have been horrible and probably was horrible situations going on in their life, situations and circumstances.
Yeah.
So it's very, very, very important that dance is a part of a school system. It's a part of the community. It's a part of the growth because dancing teaches you life.
Yes.
It
Yes.
teaches you how to properly communicate with somebody.
Mm. Wow, Drew.
It does a lot. And I can't, I don't know. I can honestly say this. I don't know where I would be if it wasn't for dance. I
Mm.
can say that because I don't see, sometimes people are like, oh, if I wasn't doing this, I could probably see myself doing. I can't see myself doing anything other, without dance and the purpose of what it's giving me and what I'm doing. I can't see anything different. And my parents nurtured that. So it's good to have the support system.
Yes.
So not only, having something to give the information to young folks, but also to have a support system of people keeping them grounded. So
Yes.
my humility, all that comes from the people around me keeping me grounded. Sadly, we don't have the same mentality. And me and Chrissy May was just talking about this. We don't have the same mentality the way that parents did, at least even as young as I am when
Hmm.
I was a kid, even back where the community looked after the child.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, don't say nothing to my child.
Right.
Now, you better not even, don't even, like it's like there is nothing to help keep the child accountable because it's coming from all sides
Exactly.
versus it just being one way or the other.
Yes. And it's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate that we have that. Um, I would like to say that I do see that Reese, Maurice Turner, just another great dancer, just chimed in and said humility is a strong trait. Just being humble and staying that. So I want to say shout out to all the people that are logging in right now to this class and session with Massa Drew. Um,
Right.
I,
Let me say something. That doggone IKEA is funny to me because he the one gave me that doggone name. Massa Phenom. I just like this guy is hilarious, but I appreciate him. We make a lot of fun of things and whatnot, but when it's all said and done, um, collectively we all bring the laughter, we all bring the harmony, we all bring the love, but it's a collective effort. It's not something that is just one person is doing, another person doing. So I just say thank you to everybody. you know um Although I might be a master of the dance or was coined that because of a contest, for me, I don't look at myself as a master of the dance. I look at myself as a student of the dance. I'm constantly learning. And if being a student of the dance has granted me a title like that, just imagine where everybody else would be if they really took their learning seriously too.
Drew, side note, you hurt your leg, your knee. Has it been a year?
It'd be a year, July 30th.
I don't know if they gave you a Robocop knee. I don't know what they gave you, baby, but I think you dance better. I'm thinking to myself, I think Drew is dancing even if it's a way to dance better. I think you are dancing better. I mean, just no, it's this no. Okay. All I know is, honey, if I hurt my knee like that as 52 shot, I would still be on crutches. Let me just do this. Okay. I picked it up again, what you was gonna. All right. Smooth-Tivity, the brand. What is next? I'm seeing and hearing some stuff in the streets. My ears be to the streets. I'm the tea lady. I be getting it. What you got coming up, sir?
It's a lot. We got a lot going on. It's a lot of amazing things happening with the Smooth-Tivity brand and the Smooth-Tivity family. Um, it is a movement happening. There is a movement happening. And the movement is searching for the knowledge that will catapult us to mastership, that catapult us to um, the greater person that we can become. And we're doing that through dance. Um, a lot of people have asked me, have pleaded with me to start online classes, especially due to the pandemic. That has been one of the things now that's just changed the concept of learning now. It's like everything is going to a digital age. And
Yes.
so, with that being the case, as much as I love to put my hands on folks, as much as I like to do things myself and be and feel the energy, this and that, um, I've done a little here and there, like virtual privates and stuff like that with people since the pandemic, and they've actually been very, very helpful.
Okay.
Um, I will say, because of that, my ability to teach, um, not just instruct, because there's a difference between instructing, telling people to do something, and actually teaching people how to do something.
Oh, that's good.
Right? There's a difference in that. And I am blessed with the ability to be able to properly disseminate the right information for people to click on their own without me necessarily having to be there to mold them and fix them and say, no, do this and blah, 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 right?
Hmm.
And so we have come together, and I say we because it's a collective effort of all the Smooth-Tivity family, from people that's in the back, on the backstage of things that's not even in the front, but it's a lot of people that have been helping me with helping to finally cultivate the right type of um, structure
Okay.
to present to the world.
So,
So Smooth-Tivity officially has started online classes. Yeah. Online classes and mentorship. And I know there are people, that have done this already, have been doing this. Shouts out to folks like Reese, who already have some things going on, and I continue to support, what they do. Uh, Reese's brand is not my brand, and my brand ain't Reese's brand, but we gonna
right.
always support each other, and
Absolutely.
I want to make sure that that's known.
Absolutely.
With that being said, we all have a different way that we go about things, and sometimes we have to recognize that some people might find comfort in one more than the other, and
Hmm.
that's fine, which means we can both be here together. We can both what they say, coincide in this space
In this
together,
space.
right?
Exactly. Hmm.
And so I look forward to being able to add to the knowledge that folks like again Maurice are they're giving to the world already.
Yes.
And so I think that is good because it allows us to do what so many folks in other dance genres have been doing, honestly, for a long time now,
Yeah.
which is being able to not only attach themselves to their own community, but to communities that long for what it is that we have. Folks all the way out the country that's not even in the country that want to know. There's people in
Yeah.
Africa, there's people in England, London, there's people in France. I know people in France that want to learn this dance,
Yeah.
right? So this is giving them the ability to do that. So with that being the case, Smooth-Tivity has finally started the online classes and mentorship. So right now, currently we are on patreon.com.
Oh,
Patreon.com. So you can go to Patreon, patreon.com / smooth tivity, excuse me.
if
Sometimes it can be
someone, that's okay. Someone that's on the live, if you could type that in the notes for me, will be greatly appreciated. So let's say it again. Slow down, Drew.
so patreon.com / smooth-tivity. Just how it sounds, Smooth-Tivity.
Okay.
Tivity.
So,
Or you can also go to patreon.com and just type in the search box Smooth-Tivity. Um, and you'll see the Smooth-Tivity page come up. What you would get there is you will have quite a different number of tiers and some different groups of different things that you can be a part of. We have what we call our lead essentials. This is strictly just for the people who want to learn and understand leads. All right. We have our following essentials. So we have a group just for that, tier just for that, where you get to focus just on the following. And we're doing everything from the bottom, building all the way up.
oh wow.
Okay. We have what we call our one-on-one consultations. So each month you pay a fee and you are able to have one-on-one consultations with myself, 30 minutes at a time, but it gives you a chance to work on and talk about your dance, have a discussion. Some people really just want to know what they can do to be better. It doesn't even have to be a long drawn out. We got to have an hour private. I want this, and that. Because when it's all said and done, like my goal is not to um, break anybody's piggy bank. My
Right.
goal is to be affordable in this very inflated world we're in now.
Yes.
Um, but to be affordable, but at the same time give you information. I always say, save money, learn more. And
Yeah.
so that's the concept right now. And so I want to give people the opportunity and also to learn at their pace. Sometimes you go to classes or you take privates, and sometimes it can be a lot of information. It can be very overwhelming.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
so, and then some instructors don't even like for you to record what it is that you're learning, right? And I
Abs-
take nothing away from that. Like I have my concept of recording. I don't mind as long as you ain't posting on social media because it belongs to you, you know.
Well,
Um,
you
it
know,
belongs to you. And what?
I be like recording you though, Drew.
But you get to say so.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Because let's make sure everybody understand. Tika asks me first
I do
before she does it.
always,
Okay. She
always.
don't just come in there and just start recording. Okay. She asks me first. And so I don't have a problem with that. For
Okay,
me, I'm not scared for information to be released or whatever, because whether you get it from me or get it from somebody else, you're gonna get it if you want it. You're gonna
I,
get it if you want it. And if you
wow,
want it, you know where it's at too. So
I
come
like
get
that.
it. And the other reason why I don't really mind that people record, especially their sessions or workshops that I'm in, because I don't trust your brain to remember it.
Yeah, right, right.
Like there's a purpose for me. The purpose is I want you to have it. I want you to understand it.
Yeah,
If you don't understand it, what you're gonna do is you're gonna repeat the same things that got you in the place that you're in the first place.
yeah, yeah.
Right? So
Right.
let's say you learn some stuff. Okay, cool, you got that going, but you want to enhance. Well, you can get all the information to enhance, but then when you don't put it to work because you either forgot it or you tried to write it down and really can't read your own chicken scratch while you're trying to learn how to dance at the same time. Like all these things you have to take into account. So we have created a platform that allows for you to have structured teaching,
Right.
allow for you to be able to go back and look at it, go over it, talk about it.
Yeah.
And the good thing that I like about Patreon is that it puts you into a community of folks that you can also talk with as getting the same and like-minded information.
Oh, nice.
So I have on my Patreon what I call the icebreaker chat. And this icebreaker chat is allowing for folks from whoever, wherever, to communicate and talking about what it is that they're learning.
Oh my
I'm
God.
not giving you anything different. I'm gonna give it to someone else unless it's just something that is different for your journey. But for the most part, everything is across the board, which gives you the opportunity to not to as you heard me say earlier, iron sharpens iron.
Right. Right.
So it gives you a chance to not only hear from Drew what it is that he's giving you, but it also gives you a chance to listen to other people and get maybe a different perspective to what it is that Drew's saying anyway.
Wow.
So it's
Breaking it
opening
down.
up a community
Yes.
and things and able to retain information in the necessary way.
Absolutely. Um,
So yeah.
I am really, really digging that a lot. And I want to know, what can I do as a brand to help push your initiative forward other than lives and things like that. What else can I do other than signing up? Um,
Well,
yeah.
you know,
What can I do?
Tika, your purpose is through your voice, and your voice is powerful.
Thank you.
I've recognized that one of the first times getting a chance to sit and talk to you way before there was a talking tea with Tika
Yes.
and co-host Will. You know,
Right. You go
way
way
before that. You know that some people don't even know co-host Will. Like co-host Will, like who is that? Yeah,
right.
right.
That's
Way back.
right there. That's bad. Right. Right. Right.
So getting a chance to kind of know how you were then and listen to your voice and the way that you were, like you, even Candyman, like when y'all speak, y'all have a rumble. And
Thank
for me, I appreciate you just making notice, using your voice to communicate about what Smooth-Tivity is doing and what Drew is doing. And so for that, that's the only thing that I can ask is that, you know, you continue to use your voice
you.
because it's powerful and I truly appreciate that. Um, so we got things that we're doing. Oh, stop it! Oh, stop it! Oh, you're gonna make me tear up. Okay, stop it. Oh,
Ah,
goodness.
oh my God. It's just that you're giving me my flowers while I can smell them, you
And you
know?
better smell them. Like only reason why you can't is because you're a little stuffy. But other than
But
that,
other than that, you know what
you better be smelling.
I'm saying? I
You
mean,
better be smelling.
I really appreciate that. I really, really honestly appreciate that coming from you. I totally, totally thank you for that. Um, One thing I definitely want to ask is, are you going to compete again? Because
Mm.
I mean,
So hold that thought before we move it to there.
oh, okay, go ahead.
Before we move into that, and that's a whole nother conversation.
Mhm.
I do want to add for those who are looking for a mentorship, and when I say a mentorship, folks that are looking to eventually and want to teach and build the community.
Okay.
I think one of the issues that we have with a lot of people in the community that are teaching now,
Okay.
excuse me, are instructing, because a lot of them don't teach. They're instructing what they think they know. Okay.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
I don't shame them for that. What my issue comes in is are you furthering your craft and do you have someone behind you that is helping you to continue to navigate the proper ways of doing that? I think that a lot of times people just take it upon themselves. Oh, I'm gonna teach because either I won a contest. I'll tell you, and Dave Max will tell you, and everybody else will tell you, winning a contest does not justify your ability to teach.
Mm-mm.
I'm telling you that, and I'm somebody that has won contests. It does not give you the A-OK to go out there and start teaching. If you win a contest, it just means that that night you might have did something and gained a little bit more aha than the person that was on the floor next to you. That's it. It has nothing to do with your ability to disseminate information, regurgitate information that was possibly given to you that you learned on the fly. Like it doesn't mean that you're able to do that.
Preach.
So what I am doing is I'm creating, again, we talked about the ambassadors. So I have a tier for the ambassadors for folks who want to become ambassadors. A lot of people were very interested after hearing about that weekend that they too wanted to become ambassadors. A lot of people have reached out to me about wanting to build their community, right?
I love it.
But they want proper guidance in doing so.
Hmm. Hmm.
So what I do is I give you a syllabus, I give you a curriculum, I give you access to information and my experience of how I've been able to do what I do, and put you along with other people who have like-minded understanding to build the dance in your community. So for folks that are looking to do that one day, it doesn't have to be right now, but if you're looking to do that, or if you already have an existing class and you just want to be able to teach the dance better, because what we also have to look at is that we cannot stop people from teaching this dance. We
Unfortunately.
cannot. Unfortunately, we cannot say nope and then flip the switch and no, you can't do it. Like people are going to do what they do. So what I want to do is give people a platform that they can have not only a structure, but they can have proper mentorship. All right. And they can have other people who will have that like minded understanding of the dance and can attach themselves so that it's not just all what Drew say. They get in other concepts from other people because I also have mentors.
Mhm.
That was plural mentor, by the way.
Mentors,
It's not one. I have many. And
right,
so because of that, I'll always have people that are gearing me constantly in the right direction so that I can continue to fulfill my purpose. It doesn't happen just by myself. So why should it just happen for you by yourself with your community that you're trying to build?
Ooh,
So my job is to be able to give you the information that will help you do that successfully. So for those who are interested in doing that, there is a tier there for you. And then it comes with a lot of different things. So, you can get a chance to go on there and read, research. Like I'm gonna tell you right now, don't come spend no money with me expecting something that ain't on there. Cause I'm putting it all out there. I'm transparent. Like this is what it's gonna be. And so for folks that are looking to become an ambassador, because you also want to come and be a part of a private ambassador weekend, feel free to be a part.
that's for all the rest of y'all. He wasn't talking to me. He wasn't talking to me. He was talking to y'all. He already said I can come and eat the chitlins. So I don't know. Mhm.
Thank you, Pat Clay, for posting the link. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Um, Donald, yes, sir, is on the live. I love you. I just want to give him a special top time right now. I love you. You already know I love you. Yes, sir. All right. Now, what if you have in this? Never mind.
I'll ask your
What
question,
about?
teacher.
Okay, so what about the instructors that don't know that they need to go to like do something else? Like, should we tell them?
I mean, a simple nudge can sometimes do it, but at the same time, like I said earlier, sometimes you can't get through a hard head. And so it's going to take them to experience certain either failed attempts or certain knockdowns of, to say the least, to for them to realize that they might need something different. And then the other thing, just to be totally honest, and let's just be straight real. I ain't for everybody.
Hold on.
This ain't for everybody. And when I say that respectfully, that you might not really do good with a structured concept. Maybe you thrive better in chaos. Maybe you thrive better with somebody explaining it a different way. Like, I don't have all the answers, and I'll be the first one to tell you that.
Yeah.
But it takes a collective effort from everybody to learn what those answers are. So if you want to take a chance on me, then let's do it. But you can also unsubscribe if it don't work out. I'm fine with that.
So I can't just be like Drew said. You need to go to his class and hit a website. I can't just say that.
Only if I told you to tell them that.
Well, can I just send some names to you and then you just let me know if I need to?
So basically, what I was saying, if I didn't say that, don't tell them that.
Okay, all right.
That's what I'm saying. No,
Okay.
I think that everybody that will be a part of the Smooth-Tivity Nation will be there for a purpose.
Yeah.
And that's what I need. I need people who are ready to take their dance to another level.
Yeah.
And I have the production tree to prove it. Like it ain't like I'm just come out of nowhere. Like I have people under me that have won contests. I have people under me that have beat me in contests. So again, this isn't like I'm not trying to hold information to myself. I'm willing to give you the information. It's there.
Let's go back to the concept of you training someone and they beat you in the contest. Like, were you like a proud papa? Like, how did you feel when that
Listen,
happened,
I'm not a sore loser.
Right.
I'm not a sore loser at all. So that definitely wasn't anything. But like to lose to a student was the biggest win for me
Yeah. Yeah.
because it showcased that my ability to give and to give and to give so much that somebody was able to take the information necessary to use it to beat me.
I love it.
You used everything I taught you on me.
Oh, me? Right.
Like, how dare you be so great? Like, how dare you come up in here and do everything right.
Right. Right.
But that's what
Yeah.
the concept of uh, um, raising someone the right way,
Mm.
right?
Mhm.
When we
Mhm.
talk about, like parenting and be like, raise I raise my child the right way. I want them to be better than I was, better
Yes.
than I am, right?
Yes. Yes.
That's the same concept when it comes to dance.
Yes.
I am what they consider the sensei. At some point in time, the student has to become the new.
Sensei. Right. Right. Right.
That's the law.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when it doesn't happen,
Mhm.
when it doesn't happen that way, I'm not saying it's all on the sensei or it's all on the student. It takes two to it takes two to rumble and it takes two to fumble
Yes.
in that situation. And
Yes.
so a lot of times we have to make sure that we continue to hold each other accountable. Because even as a teacher, I might give you some information and you might need to be like, hey, I heard what you said, but is there another way? Is
Mm.
there another way we can go here and help me understand it this way? Because if I'm doing my job, I should have many ways and many avenues to touch you where you need to be, where it need to be understood. I need to
Exactly.
get to you. So
Exactly.
that's my job. So, you know, my job is also to make sure that you see some other ways than what you think is the right.
Mhm. Mhm.
And in dance, that's what I did, and I'm proud to say that.
With the dance being so heavy on women, so many women in this dance versus the men. How looking at some of your videos, you have a nice amount of men that are in your class. And I've heard even from, Josiah, Josiah would say things like the men at times feel intimidated, or sometimes the instructor is not willing to give the men the thing that it takes to maybe be better than just a little bit of ego, right? What are some of the things you've done? Because I'm sure you guys are men, and men are weird. So what are some of the things that you've done to break through that ego wall that you feel when they come to class?
I show that I care. I show that I'm for them. I have like the guys in my class, especially the ones that are consistent, have become uh like true dance family,
Mm,
right? Um,
mhm,
I've become reliable to
mhm,
them. Because
mhm.
that's the thing, like they want to feel like they have a reliable person in their corner. They just don't have nobody just showing them how to do something, or they feel like, oh, I'm just going to spend some money for whatever. Like
Right.
they know that I care about them. Sometimes that care comes in the form of tough love,
Mhm.
but it's the way that I'm tough with you that lets you know, like, damn, I might not be able to stand how he talking to me right now, but at least I know he really want me to get it.
Mm,
I
mm.
get that from my father because my father, when he taught, he was a drill sergeant, like drill sergeant. If you had anybody in Detroit, drill sergeant.
Mm.
When he taught, people used to get mad, like angry, want to fight him so bad, like it was bad. But the one thing that always happened, they always came back.
Wow.
They knew they couldn't stand him. They knew that it was just like if he says something the wrong way, I'm giving him one of the. They knew it coming in,
Yeah.
but the one thing they could all say was that I learned how to dance.
Wow. Yeah.
He gonna talk to you. The issue that my father had and that I even have is that I'm gonna talk to you like an adult, and if I see that you doing, excuse my language, childish shit,
Mhm.
then we gonna have a conversation.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna let you make an excuse for what you can't do because you already shown me that you can do it. You can't sit here and tell me that you can't count, but you can count that money if you needed to.
Ooh.
And you
Ooh.
only got to count the $8. That's it. $8. That's all you got to count to is $8.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Y'all coming in here paying way more than that. And you count that money to make sure you don't give me too much.
Right.
So if I'm asking for you to do something that an adult should know how to do, then why we got an issue? That was one of the things my dad had a big issue with,
Wow. Wow.
right? For me, I'm not as bad, but I'm still bad.
Yeah.
A good bad.
Yeah.
Because I'm a get in your ass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a cheerleader. I'm a true coach. I am not a cheerleader. I am a true coach. You will not get praise from me, but you will get a relentless push of consistent information. You have the ability to do this. You got this. I am going to be persistent for your progression. But when you get it, that's when the cheerleader come out. The issue that I have is after I done showed you the cheerleader, you do some stuff like, oh, I just can't get it. But you just did it.
Right.
What you mean you can't do it? What you mean it's hard. It's this, it's that, blah, 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 blah. Now the coach part come back and now I'm coming back even harder. So now I'm about to talk to you with a little bit more sternness because you just showed me that you can do it. See, if I see that you can do it, you've already shown me that you have the potential. I already know you got the potential here. But now you've shown me the potential is there. And then when you go backwards, now I'm even harder on you because now you going backwards from what you already knew how to do. Like it's some of those things. If I'm losing some people, I'm losing you on the live. But when it's all said and done, I'm not a cheerleader instructor. I am a coach type of instructor. I'm a coach and teacher. And so what that means is that you're gonna come and you're gonna get somebody who um, is to me, your progression, your ability to move upward in what you came to me for is my ultimate priority.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm not here to be nice to you. I'm respectful. I'm not here to be nice to you. Because what's going to happen is you're going to look back and you're going to look at all the things that you had to go through to get here. And it's going to mean that much more to you when you get there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going to mean that much more to you when you get there. Struggle builds character. So if you went through some struggle, you went through some challenge, it was some trials and error, then that is what's going to make you appreciate getting to the destination in the first place.
Wow. True.
So if you're looking for a cheerleader, I'm not your cup of tea.
I mean, I was just saying.
I'm not your cup of tea. However, if you look for structure, if you're looking for someone that is going to be in your corner, that's going to be relentless, that's going to be relentless to your progression, that wants to see you become your master of the dance. Because everybody can be one. It's not about a contest. It's not about who's the best at night. Everybody can be one. It's just a matter of you willing to put in the work to do the dance. Unfortunately, this is the world we're in nowadays, where the dance don't just come easy, or it's not just a learn and look and pick it up as you go. We're now in the state of now I gotta spoon feed it to you.
Yeah.
So if I'm a spoon feed it to you, then you gonna get fed.
And at the same time, you don't want to waste your time either, right? Like if you have,
No,
yeah,
who wants to do that?
yeah,
But this is the thing.
yeah.
I don't look at feeding information as a waste.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because I'm doing my job. I'm doing my purpose.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's up to you whether or not you chose to waste it.
Yeah.
So I'm doing my job.
Right.
My job is also to stay on your ass.
Yeah.
So as long as you come to me, expect Drew's gonna stay on my ass.
Yeah.
So go back to answer your question, that's one of the reasons why guys come back. That's why every week I have what I have. And don't get me wrong, some classes sometimes what you don't see.
Right. Right. Well, yeah. Right.
Sometimes it might be only two guys in that class,
Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you got those weeks where every other week, and then they up there, they coming. I have a guy in my class that comes to class every now and then. And he only really come to class after he didn't calm down.
Because you don't made him mad.
Because I done made him mad. And I understand when I say this is not a make fun of him.
No.
This
No.
is
No.
not a situation where I'm bragging on me. This
No.
is a situation of he knows that I care, which
Right.
is why he comes back.
Comes back. Exactly. Exactly.
That's all I
Exactly.
got for you.
Yeah.
He knows that he's gonna get the information that has moved him as far as he's moved, and he's looking good.
Yeah.
But mentally is some things that get in the way that cause him to be overly frustrated. And because I'm gonna be on your behind, I'm gonna call you out. See, in class, we one big happy family, so I'm gonna call you out. Everybody, I'm gonna call out. I'm gonna make fun of you, and then we all gonna laugh, and I'm gonna make fun of somebody else, and then I'm gonna make fun of myself. This is not. I'm just coming after you,
Yeah.
right?
I get it. Everybody can get this. Everybody.
Everybody get it. So there's no like I'm just filtering you out,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
So when you understand that, then you know it's like, okay, it's not personal,
Right.
right? And plus, I like to have a good time anyway. So sometimes I call you out to get you to kind of like
Yeah.
get it together, right? We like to have a good time.
Yeah.
And so because of that, I'm a coach, but I also like to laugh.
Yeah.
And because I realize that having a good time also helps you learn at a different pace. Your learning curve is better when you're enjoying yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's a level of intensity and then it's a level of, and
Yeah.
when you power them together, it creates the combination for progression.
I'm very impressed by what you're saying tonight. Is people are saying this is a great conversation. It's just Keisha. What's that? Keisha Reese that says she want to sign up for the class.
I'm so done with her.
Keisha Reese want to get some of this class. Keisha is my walking partner. So as soon as they allow women to walk with each other in the world's largest, me and Keisha.
Don't wait for them to allow it. They've already been allowing women to dance with women. Y'all just look at it as they've already done it. It's
Two
already
women
been done.
walked?
It's already been done.
Really?
Yeah. It might not look the way you think it look. I'll let you think on it. Reese know what I'm saying. It might not have looked the way you think it looked, but it's already been done.
Two women have walked in the world's largest already?
And I'm quite sure you didn't dance with her.
And it's a man? I mean, it's a woman? And I thought it was a man?
I'm sure you didn't think it was a man. Probably looked like one, but you didn't think.
I am so goddamn confused right now. I'm
It's
just
okay.
go on about that. I'm gonna just go over there because I wanted
So
to
the point that I'm making is that it's already been done. So just go ahead and do it.
Well, Keisha, you let us know what color we wearing, girl.
That's it. That's the same thing I asked Cheryl when I got to Cheryl, what color we wearing? Fella, what you talking about? What color we wearing in the contest? Hold on, wait, when we dancing in the contest? She didn't even know. I just called and said, what color we wearing?
What color we wearing? I wonder what Candyman let me dance with Keisha.
I'm quite sure he'd be more open to that than you dancing with some dude.
I'm like, hey, can I dance with Keisha?
He's gonna probably be the one on the line watching you on the corner seat right there by ringside.
I think he's asleep. I ain't gonna bother him because he be fussing. Bad.
Don't bother him. Don't bother him because you already know how he was early.
I know he had a whole attitude.
Whole
Okay.
attitude. Let the man, you gotta go work. He wouldn't even take none from you.
I
You
know.
was trying to give him something, he didn't even want none. He like, I go sleep.
He said, I'm gonna dream about it. I dream about it. That's what. Anywho, all right. So we have the classes coming. Well, they've already started.
So everybody can go on right now, patreon.com. They are up right now. You can sign up. We're constantly adding content every month. And so you'll see that there's something available to you, for you. We have a lot of different things going on. So whatever uh, floats your boat and whatever you need to be in, if you want to be in the mentorship program, if you just want to focus on what a follower needs to know, what a leader needs to know, if you want to just have consultations monthly, we're here to talk about it.
I love it.
And you can go on and you can sign up and we can get to work. I already have people, I did a little soft launch of it, and I already have people that are involved and they're absolutely loving it.
Oh my God.
They're absolutely loving it. It's the breakdown. They said it's just the breakdown of everything.
Okay.
Just to kind of give you a little tidbit, like we do everything from the perspective of being able to see it, how you would do it and dance it if you were in the class.
Wow.
So you actually be able to see the backside version and be able to do it with me.
And you got walking on there?
It's coming. It is definitely
Yay!
coming. It's about to be a part. It's about to be a part. So look out for that. That'll be added on with by month's end, actually.
Nice. This
So
is nice.
those
I'm
looking
excited.
forward.
I'm super excited. Congratulations to you. Job well done, sir.
Thank you.
And I guess this is assuming that you are not going to be competing again
Ah,
because you so good.
I'm sure I will one day. Are you asking me, do I want to still compete? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I enjoy competition.
Okay.
I really enjoy competition.
Okay.
So yeah, you'll see me on the floor. Trust me, it is not a rule that I cannot dance in the world's largest steppers contest anymore. So therefore, I will take advantage of that rule. Is he looking out the door?
I just asked, can I dance with Keisha Reese? Can I walk with Keisha Reese? Because Drew said I can walk with her.
We already know this condition, man.
Baby, I can't dance with Keisha Reese.
You don't keep asking me the same stuff over and over and over, man.
There's still no. Baby, it's Keisha. Okay, forget it. Who said I could, but whatever. It's still no.
Candyman, I just told her that she could dance with another woman if you gave her permission to.
You be walking with my stuff.
What is?
He said don't be walking with his stuff.
Dance, but he ain't got to walk. He ain't got to walk.
I can walk, I can do regular dancing with her. So teach me and Keisha.
I also told her not to bother you, so I'm.
He did tell me not to bother you, but I think I said your name and you just
Still alive?
yes, we're still live. That's what I'm saying.
Man, I just came out here with my feet hanging out or something, man.
Oh my
Keisha said he'll change his mind.
Keisha Reese said you'll change your mind.
You be walking with my stuff, man.
Keisha said you'll change your mind. So thank you. So look forward to us signing up for the little class.
Got me out here in the World Wide Web.
Ah,
Baby, we're gonna take classes from Drew. He's gonna have online classes.
We gonna learn online.
Yes.
right there in your own home.
Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna be drunk.
That's
He ain't gonna be drunk.
the only way to do it.
But no, he has online classes coming. So yeah, we'll do it. I am so excited for you. We all for it.
Walking in white beater and draws. That's it. That's how you do it.
Turning out draw, man. It's comfortable.
Oh, okay. So Pat Clay said, Candyman, you won't even let your wife-in-laws walk together.
Nah, y'all can walk with me.
There we go. We
Y'all
can walk to the corner store.
if y'all must be together, y'all can walk with me.
We don't want you in it.
That's the only way it's gonna happen if I'm in it.
Drew, keep working on him. You got his number.
It ain't sweet to let the candy man in.
You got his number. You work, Drew. Come on now. You the master, Drew. I need your help, baby. I need your help. Your sister's calling out for help.
Y'all better
Okay.
lean in, damn it. Lean on in here, man.
I am going to bow out gracefully
On that
in that
conversation.
conversation.
All right.
They can dance together, Drew, but some things, just, man.
How do you feel about that? Well, since we're on the topic of people that are perhaps married or in a relationship, on the scene, walking with other people, other than their significant other.
I think that the culture is the culture, and the artistic form that it is should be shown, whether married or not. I do believe in respect, even though. So as long as it's respectful and it's in a conversation between you and your significant other, that hey, there are certain individuals that I would like to walk with, and if that person can say, hey, I think that they cool, they give respect when this and that, I'm fine with that. Sweet. I've also been in a relationship where it was just like, no, you can't walk with nobody else. So it's just a matter of you and your significant other having the conversation first before anything come up and have to have the conversation later. Like I ain't feeling that.
Yeah.
Have a conversation first and say, hey, because when it's all said and done, the culture of the dance is the culture of the dance. Like if we were doing tango, you mean tell me I can't tango with nobody close, or if we doing Greystone, like I can't Greystone with nobody? Like that's the dance. If I'm learning how to waltz, you're telling me that because I have a significant other, I can't learn this dance, basically. I tell
you the truth, Drew. I tried it. I tried to let her walk with other folks. I really did. I mean, I tried it for a couple of years. Walk with whoever you want to walk with. I ain't really I ain't really walking. So I tried it, man. I didn't like it. I had to go outside, cause.
The conversation, okay. So you tried it, and so you had a conversation like, hey, baby, I ain't really feeling it.
Yeah, I got to learn how to walk. And that's what
there you go.
I learned how to walk. So now like you got a Picasso in your house or a Rembrandt. Folks can get up close to it and look at it, but I still got that red little, rope right.
Got the real velvet rope.
You can get this close, stand in this square. Don't leave the square. You can look at it. But I'm the only one gonna take it off the wall and dust it off.
Oh, you gonna dust it out, baby?
I've been dusting it off for 18 years. I'm taking a break, man.
All right, go get my meat out the oven. My meat in the oven. Go turn it on.
Your meat right here.
Why don't turn my ribs off? Anyway, oh my God, let me get back professional. One moment. I did not call. Okay, hold on. Let me get back professional. All right. So thank you so much for this interview this evening. We have really enjoyed you here at the top.
All I'm gonna say is just that with that, it's just about a conversation. I think that it can be, as long as it's understood and both parties agree to one or the other, and you can stick to that. And the other thing is, be open to change too. So it might be like, I was good with it at first, but like Candyman, like I'd rather learn how to walk and be the one that can walk with you, and let us be the artistic views that everybody see, right?
Yeah.
I think that's fine. Like obviously, when I go out and when I want to walk, I'm walking with my lady, so like I'm gonna do that because I genuinely like prefer her feel, right? We've had the conversation where there's only key people that I'll even touch when it comes to walking. And that's only key people.
Right. I don't want they sweat all over my face. I'm supposed to be sweating.
It ain't for everybody. It's just key people. And the only other time that I'll walk with anybody else is if it's in a class or teaching setting. Other than that, when I'm out, like that, for the 99% of the time is reserved just for her.
Yeah.
And if we choose in that conversation, say, hey, is it cool if I go walk with Cheryl? She'd be like, oh, that's Cheryl, go ahead.
Yeah.
9 out of 10, she probably pushing me. Like, Cheryl, want to walk too? Go ahead.
Right. Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Just because she knows that there is a deep family friendship there.
Yes.
With certain individuals, I have that opportunity, but that's a conversation that we had. So it ain't like, well, look, I just started walking with this person. It's like, well, we didn't talk about that. Like,
Yeah.
and then being open to the conversation of change as well. So there's just something to consider.
I'm working on it. I ain't there yet.
Hey, look, if I was you, I wouldn't want nobody to walk with either.
Hey, one of them fellas dipped my wife in front of me, Drew. I gotta go get my pistol, man. Somebody
Ah, no pistols at the set. So we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it together. No dipping Candyman's wife. Okay.
I understand that, but boy, that show felt funny, man. I felt like I was in the street somewhere.
And I think it goes, like you said, it goes back to that conversation, right? And then it also goes back to understanding what this really is.
Right. It's a contact sport. It's I tell people all the time, look, if you learn how to walk and if you're uncomfortable with being close to somebody else, this is not the dance for you. It's okay to recognize that this is not the dance for you. Now, that's one aspect. If you feel like you really only want to do this with your significant other, I have people that come to my class. Like I just had a walking class yesterday, and I had two couples that was in my class. One couple said, we just gonna walk with each other. The other couple was good with switching out and rotating, obviously for class purposes. Like it wasn't an issue.
But
So it's just a matter of preference between the couple.
A black and bling walk and a First Friday walk is gonna be different than the Easter of the Rhine walk.
You went there, didn't you?
Yeah, you're gonna be in there with pimps and players. No, you're not walking with mine. He gonna try to whisper in her ear. I know this.
Ain't gonna walk me on out
with my own woman, because he gonna try to say something too.
This is so. Me and my lady have a conversation about stuff like this all the time, and the conversation is about men know men, women know women.
Yeah. And
there's just certain things that I'm oblivious to that I'm not thinking about in the moment that she is aware of from another woman, and vice versa. Yes. So, like what he just said, that's a man's thought process.
Yeah.
Right. Some women probably will don't even recognize what that even means. Especially talking about East of the Rhine. Nobody gonna know what that means. Yeah. But I understood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Totally understood. So
and I get it. I mean, I get it. Yeah. I've seen some things at a set with women like coming on the Candyman, and he didn't even catch it. Like he didn't even catch it. I'm like, this woman, boy, he was like, oh, was she? I'm like,
it's not my job to be there to do that. My job is to dash shit and give you the best I got for them 3 to 4 minutes or whatever, how long.
But if they try to sniff your beard, that's flirting.
Smell me, man.
That's flirting.
That's what I put that oil and shit in it for.
Whatever. See what I'm saying? Okay, do you have, you know what? Just get it.
Because y'all said that, I remember you did a whole show on men's beard smelling like earring back. So mine don't smell. I need them. They trying to see. Does the Candyman smell like earring back? Smell it. Damn.
You know what, Drew? Do you have Drew is like, do you have classes for just married people that are just struggling? Not just with the dance, just struggling people.
You struggling.
You don't have that on the website. Okay.
I feel like I need to put it on there. I need to put it on there.
Somebody one more time, please. Post the website.
We're gonna call it couple struggles. That was it.
Yeah, somebody sniffed his beard. Yes. Anyway, I am excited for you. Congratulations. Believe it or not, it is 9:00. You and I have been talking for an hour.
But you know how we do. You know how we do. And so really quickly before we get off, I do have one thing that I want to put out there to the folks.
Yes.
As we started off, we talked about the Ambassador Weekend.
Yes.
And because of the outpouring of people wanting to be involved in a weekend instructional kind of situation. They heard about it. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, I want to be ambassador so I can come to the weekend again. Everybody can't be an ambassador, right?
Right.
Um, However, we have created a weekend for the public for folks who are willing to put in some work. So, with that being said,
Nice.
October 19th weekend. So that is 18, I want to say this 18th, 19th, and 20th.
October 18th, 19th.
There will be an all weekend um, steppers intensive. So I'm calling it the PSI weekend. Smooth-Tivity presents the PSI weekend.
PSI
So
weekend.
everybody, you know what PSI stands for, right? Pressure.
Wow, like my tire pressure.
Exactly. So it's the pressure weekend, and so what this is about is really how are diamonds made.
Pressure.
There we go.
Pressure.
And so everybody's not only about to be a diamond, but they're about to be the finest gem, diamond, ruby, whatever it is they need to be from the intensive that they're going to get from that work, the intensity that they're going to get from that workshop. This weekend, the Smooth-Tivity presents the phenomenal Steppers Intensive Weekend. Again, October 18th through the 20th. This year, okay, this weekend is for the people who really want to learn the dance from all facets, from an original standpoint, all the way to a new school standpoint, from a slow bop to walking to learning how to dance, like different timing, um, learning different activities to help you with understanding the art in which you're doing. There are a lot of things that go into this weekend. Okay. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it'll be 3 full days of nothing but learning. Now, normally you have a weekend or a workshop that's like, oh, we're gonna do at the most a 4 hour workshop. I've heard, we've even done five at Heritage Ball,
Mm-hmm.
where it'll just be just focused for the day, and then the rest of the day is, days are about dancing and just doing whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
This weekend is strictly for learning. You're coming in and you're going to have training starting Friday evening all the way through Sunday. Like we are not playing. And so the weekend cost ending July 1st, we have an early bird cost, which is $225. After that, starting August 1st, is $250 per person. The weekend includes food. We're going to feed you every day. And I don't know if y'all heard, but again, Miss Amanda puts all the toe jam in her food, okay? If you talk to any of the ambassadors that came for the ambassadors weekend, they will testify to that they were full every day. They were full in two reasons: their belly and their mind.
In their minds.
And when you put both of them together, that makes for an amazing time. And so we're gonna take care of that. We're gonna provide you with a nice T-shirt, um, courtesy of Sarah Teagle, Project Steppin'. Also, just FYI for those, please make sure you support her in her Labor Day event in Atlanta, Georgia. She's doing her Steppers Ball. She's doing a Walkers contest.
Yes.
She's gonna have an amazing turnout. I know we will be in the house, so hopefully we'll see everybody there to come and support Sarah Teagle at her event. So that's Labor Day weekend. We're gonna have that. Like I said, food, your instruction for the whole weekend is included in that. Now, what we will not include will be you getting to Dallas. So it'll be here in Dallas. So you'll have to get here to Dallas, your transportation. You will have to get your hotel. Now, what I will say is we're going to put out some information for those who are interested. We're going to, once you send in your information for those who decide that they want to come that weekend and register. We're going to send you hotel ideas. So we just going to give you a different on hotels, some that we use for the ambassador weekend. Everybody were really pleased with the hotel, so you'll do that, and so you'll provide your transportation there. You will provide your own hotel as well as your transportation around the Dallas area if you choose to do something outside of what we're doing. Other than that, I will make sure that you have your fed, you are hydrated, because I'm gonna work you out. Um, I'm gonna make sure you have all the information that you need.
All right, sugar babies, let's activate and get to Dallas.
It's a no joke weekend. That's why I'm calling it the pressure weekend because it's really gonna be pressure. If you have to ask like Mike B, you ask Michelle, she came and I'm gonna say this and I'm making a very special tribute to Michelle because she came and if you notice and she put in her testimony over the weekend and she booked two flights. She booked one flight to leave like Sunday and the next one to leave on Monday, right?
Wow.
Um, if she really didn't kind of enjoy or it was like, she was gonna leave early.
Okay.
And if she was like, this was great, she was gonna leave later.
Okay.
When she left later.
Wow.
And if
Good.
anybody knows Michelle out of Atlanta,
Yeah.
Michelle Brown, Austin Brown, you know that she's very tenured in the dance. She has an amazing dance
Yes.
and she's been around a little while. And
Yeah.
so for her to come to a weekend that is about learning. She didn't know really what to expect, and for her to come and feel it like the pressure was really turned on for her, she was just like, "I
Yes.
didn't realize I couldn't do this, or that
Right.
I had trouble doing this." Like she really had, some issues, but it was good because she recognized, like, "Dang, there's so much more for me to learn."
Yes.
So we
Yeah.
talk about somebody that's over 15 years in the game and still was able to put in some work and understand some stuff. And that's what this weekend is going to be able to do. So if you're coming, you're going to get a lot of information, a lot of information.
And guys, if you're feeling that you're bored with the dance, because I think we kind of some of us go through those spells like, oh my God, Stephanie is so boring, blah, blah, blah. What that's saying is that we need to apply some pressure to our dance because we should not be bored.
You have to apply the pressure.
You got to
And
apply some pressure to
you
your
have to start
yeah,
bridging that gap between where you are and where you want to be, or
yeah,
where you think you need to be. Sometimes you don't even know that you need to go somewhere. And
yeah.
so sometimes it's going to take for somebody to show you a new destination to be like, oh, so now I got a whole new journey to look forward to.
And how
And
can
that's
that be
the key.
boring? Right.
Yeah, and especially the way that I do it. Like we
Yeah.
have so much fun. Let me just tell you the activities that we do, the activities alone, okay? We're gonna hit on everything from stepping from original all the way through. We talking about get down. We talking about walking. We talking about off time slow bop. We talking about learning how to dance ahead of the beat, behind the beat,
Uh,
real extra slow. Like we're gonna cover so much. We're actually gonna cover so much that there's still gonna be so much left for the next year you come or the next time you come. It's gonna be so much information, and to be honest, we don't have that whole weekend. We still won't have enough time.
how many hours like per day? Is it like 8 hours?
So we're dancing. We're gonna be training because basically it's training. We're gonna be training for at least 5 hours. That's at least 5 hours every day. That's at least 5 hours every day. On top of feeding you, and then we back at it. That's at least. And then I'm gonna have it open. We're gonna do some open dance, and we're gonna have the people from the community come and dance just like they came and danced with the ambassadors. When I tell you that was amazing,
Nice.
just
Nice.
because you're gonna get a chance to put all the things that you're working on to work,
Yeah.
right? And then we also gonna have folks that are coming in that are gonna be assisting. Not only is it gonna be a concept where we're all gonna be helping each other,
Nice.
but we're gonna have like we had Auntie Val. We have Richard Cochran from Detroit. We're gonna have people that are coming to help with giving more information to the people that's gonna be there.
Give me the dates again.
So October 18th through the 20th. It's the third weekend of October, 2024. I will post the flyer Okay. Tika, I think I sent the flyer to you already. So please post it. Let the folks know. I know somebody was what's the link for the event. So I
Yes.
am gonna make I'm gonna make an actual Facebook page for it. But just to put it out there, like we've already started getting people sending in their money and that's ready for the weekend. People have already bought plane tickets for
Can it sell out?
so I'm glad you asked that question. Because we are going to have, we know it's going to be a lot of people just based off of the people that have reached out off of the ambassador event alone. We know we're going to have at least 70 people that's going to come for that, just for that weekend, right? So we're only doing between 40 and 50 slots.
Ooh.
I'll tell you right now, 10 of them are already gone.
Ooh.
We're only doing 40 to 50 slots.
Oh wow.
And the reason why is we want to be able to keep things focused.
Right.
And also we want to make sure that we encourage the guys,
Yeah.
the men, because the men are gonna get so much out of this weekend. The men are gonna get so much out of this weekend.
I love that.
When you have people like Showtime that came to the weekend, and even with him and the abilities that he have in the dance, he still pulled so much
Mm-hmm.
and was able to give the knowledge that he had as well to help his fellow ambassadors that were there.
Nice.
Right? You
Nice.
know, you're gonna have people like Latish Robinson from
From
Florida.
yes.
Like you're gonna have people there that are gonna be able to help. Shelly from
Yes.
Atlanta, she
Excellent.
came, was able to give information, but was fed so much as well,
Yes.
right? So
Yes.
if anybody like if you just need somebody to talk to and just to say, hey, like the people that I just mentioned. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you can look at if anybody know Marcus Brent out of Charlotte, North
Charlotte.
Carolina. He
Yes.
came to last year's, ask him about it. So my people
Yes.
in Charlotte, my people in Raleigh, ask him about it. Ask
Nice.
Tish, ask a Showtime,
Yeah.
ask Michelle,
Yeah.
ask those folks about their time here. Ask Mike B.
Yeah.
We had people in Detroit that came. We had people from California that came. Like, just ask these people, like, it was a time had. And so this time we're opening up to the public. So now all the people that wanted to be there, this is your time.
Oh Lord. It's only 40 slots. 30.
40 to 50. And it really is going to depend on how many men that we have. And I'm hoping for a nice influx of men to come in and be involved, which they've been coming, especially coming from all over that want to really put in work. I'm blessed that people want to work with me, and so I want to work with them.
Steppin Terrell said he'll be there.
Let me tell you something. He showed up to class one day.
Baby.
He showed up in class one day, just walked in. I'm like, who this dude with the locks? He turned around. I'm like, Trey.
Baby.
He came in like Casper, just showed up.
I done charged on his dance card, honey, already for Red, White, and Smooth Child. I illegally put a charge on his card. You hear me?
And listen,
Lord. Yes.
it's off the chain.
God.
So that weekend is gonna be bananas. So make sure first come, first serve. I am going to turn people away. And again, July 1st will end the early bird, and then you're gonna have to spend that extra money after the fact. But whether
July
you
1st?
spend
Because the
I'm
day
sorry,
is
July 1st, the end of July 1st, excuse me. End of July 1st. So today starts the day
okay.
of the sale. You got this month. July 31st.
31st. It ends July 31st for the 225, the
Correct.
early bird. After that, it goes up to 250.
Correct.
Does it stay at 250 or does it go up again?
It'll stay at 250.
Okay. All right, you have to get your
But
own
don't
hotel.
wait on that 250 because, like I said, 10 slots are already gone. And this is me. That was my word of mouth. This is me actually letting everybody else know.
Yeah.
So that's gonna. So you get your own hotel. You get your own transportation while you're in. You do all of that yourself.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure that you're fed.
Okay.
And well fed, knowledge based as well.
Okay, and you get your T-shirt. So that all comes in there.
Listen,
So
you're getting all that. It's gonna be nice.
all right. So guys, y'all pay attention to that. Jump on it. He is going to post the flyer We can post it after the show tonight. So I'll make sure that gets out to the masses with all the details on how you pay, where you pay, and all that good stuff. We also have, where will the link be posted? We'll post
So
it
on Facebook, it'll be Facebook, Instagram, Smooth-Tivity Dallas. So you can go Smooth-Tivity Dallas. It'll be on Tika's page. It'll be on my page, Dree Alexander. It'll be all over the place. You
all
know.
right.
So just be looking for that. You know, the Phenomenal Steppers Intensive. So we about the pressure.
I'm
Pressure weekend. The pressure's on.
excited. I'm so excited. Well, it has been a pleasure talking to you tonight.
Absolutely.
I'm honored. I'm always honored to have you sipping tea or whatever we're drinking tonight.
Right.
I'm always honored, right, to have you with me. I appreciate you. Thank you to Chris for allowing you this hour and a half, almost 2 hours.
Well, she don't play about her time either.
That's what I
She
know.
does not play about her time. You said how long? It's been how long?
Right. That's why I said it, sis. Thank you. So I appreciate that. I appreciate your time. I appreciate for everything that you've given and continuously give to this community. Thank you for that.
Thank you for allowing me to speak candidly and frankly about the dance that we all love and has brought us together. So I truly appreciate you guys allowing me to showcase my purpose. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And make sure everybody, just really quickly, Red, White, and Smooth this weekend, make sure everybody is there. IT and the Smooth and the Red, White, and Smooth crew is about to have the biggest ball ever. And I hope y'all ready because it's going down.
It goes down. You hear me? All right.
There'll be a lot of charges going on.
A lot of I done illegally charged on Carlton card. I'm look, Tony Dow. I don't care if I saw your card, I'm charging on it. So that's
there you go.
Period. So anyway, I love you, love you, love you.
Love you.
Very, very soon, sweetheart, and have a good night.
You do the same. Bye, everybody.
Bye. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that time we had with Drew. Do not forget to sign up for the online classes. I will post the link again for the online classes. I'll be posting the flyer for the event going on the third weekend of October in Dallas. So we want to go ahead and get those tickets. Go ahead and book. Do what you need to do for that. So again, as always, thank you so very much for supporting the brand. Do not forget to get down with newsouth.com for 15% off if you use the discount code TCandy. And as always, guys, sip, sip. Bye.